Guys, welcome to my channel. Now today in this video I have got a budget phone. Now as you can see here I have got the Samsung Galaxy M02 and this is one of the new phone which is launched by Samsung recently. Now if you look at this category of price range between 6 to 8,000, there are very few phones available in the market. And guys, trust me, if you see the offline market, there are a lot of people within this price range of 6 to 8,000 where people go and look out for certain phones. Now Samsung has entered this market with this new phone and there are three things which Samsung is focusing on. So let's start the video and let's see what are those 3 points which Samsung has focused and have priced this phone at a very competitive range of rupees 6,799, and basically people who are willing to buy a non-Chinese phone, probably they can have this look at this Samsung phone which is a budget phone. So let's start. So guys, let's quickly see the unboxing impressions on this Samsung Galaxy M02 phone. So guys, if I have to talk about the contents of this phone, it has got a micro USB cable. As you can see it here, it has got a 7.5 watts of charging brick. Now this is not a fast charger. Now if you see the back of this phone, this has got a very texturized design and with a matte finish, but definitely it is a plastic back. But the phone feels good in hand and it gives a good grip too. If I have to talk about the SIM tray, there are 3 slots, basically 2 SIM slots and 1 dedicated memory card slot which you will find in this phone. The price is rupees 6,799 and there are 2 variants. One is 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, another is 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. Now the one that I have with me today is the 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage. This is priced at 6,799 rupees. Now coming to the display has 6.5 inch and this is an HD plus TFT display. If I have to talk about the weight of the phone, the phone weighs 206 grams and it comes with Android 10 out of the box, and it has got Samsung's One UI software in it. Battery wise, it has got an 5000 mAh battery, and processor wise it has got a MediaTek 6739 processor. And guys, to mention, there are no fingerprint sensor and face unlocking features or sensor on this phone. Normally guys, in this price range there are 3 factors which normally people see, and these are the 3 factors which Samsung has included in this phone. Now the first factor that I'm gonna talk about is this screen or the display. So if you see the screen, this screen is pretty much bright with 6.5 inch of HD plus TFT screen. The colors are really bright. Also one thing that I have noticed, the brightness is very high. When you take the phone outside in a broad daylight sun, you will not feel any difficulty in viewing the phone because the screen is pretty much bright, and with this price range this gives a good aspect ratio. Now point 2 is the battery. Definitely nowadays people definitely look out for larger battery and charger, which I'm talking about the fast charger. Though there are no fast charging available, but the battery is 5000 mAh battery, and this phone will easily give you at least 1.5 days with good usage. Why 1.5 days? Because this is a very basic phone, so this phone will not handle very high graphic games like PUBG and all. So for basic activities, for calling, watching video or listening to music, so this game is perfectly fit for, and this will give you easily 1.5 days of battery life. Now coming to the third point guys, the third point is the camera. Now there are 2 cameras present in this phone. The primary shooter, as you can see it here, has got a 13 megapixel camera and a secondary is a 2 megapixel macro camera. Not much to expect in this camera, but the build quality is good considerably in this price range. If I have to talk about the qualities of the photo, the daylight photos are really good. You cannot take this phone out at night and click photographs because there will be a lot of grains and haziness which will not be perfect. But in daylight guys, I think within this price range, this photo gives a very good picture quality. Also guys, it has got a 5 megapixel of selfie front shooter, which does its job, and it gives an average quality kind of in photographs, which solves the purpose in fact for a selfie. I think usage wise, the front camera would be perfectly fine for doing video calling, or any kind of webinar you wanted to attend or conference you wanted to attend from this phone. This phone will be perfectly fine. Also guys, if I have to talk about the video, the phone records full HD video, that is 1080 pixels at 30 frames per second, which is also a good thing. Well guys, talking about the sound quality, I have tested the sound and the video quality both, and both looks good in fact. If I have to talk about the sound quality, it is decent enough and it is quite loud enough to hear it from a long distance. So sound quality, I would give a thumbs up. Talking about the processor, it has got a MediaTek 6739 processor. Now this processor is pretty much old, and it has been introduced quite a long time back. But the processor does its daily task and job perfectly fine. In fact, you will not see much of lag. The UI that you find is the Samsung One UI, which is basically a lighter version. But in UI, there would be a little bit of more refinement that is needed. I can see a little bit of lag when I have switched on the phone for the first time, and when I was setting up the phone, I have seen a little bit of lag while switching on from one application to another while doing multitasking. So UI is one area where it can be improved a little bit. On the processor side, I think it can carry your daily task of calling activity, messaging, or watching videos and listening to music. I think all these normal tasks can be done perfectly fine. So now, what I have liked about the phone. Yes, those are the three things which Samsung has basically focused on. The first thing is the battery. It has got a good 5000 mAh battery, which gives you 1.5 days of life. That is the minimum that I'm talking about, and it might go to 2 days also. Second thing is the camera. The camera is average performing, but I think with a primary shooter and with a macro mode, I think it does its job perfectly well. Well, this camera is not for night shooting or night photography, but in daylight, in a broad daylight, it does its jobs pretty much good. The colors and everything are good during the daylight. And the third thing is the screen or the display is what I have liked the most about this phone. The display quality is brilliant. In this price range, the quality of display is very perfect. The colors are bright. The daylight, when you take the phone outside, the brightness is also good. So these are the 3 points that I have really liked it. One thing that I thought would be helpful if Samsung can work on it, probably an update might fix this, is the UI. Now the UI is a little bit of slow. When you load up some apps like YouTube also, then it slows down the phone a little bit. But I think with time, as the phone will age, I think that problem will also get solved. So, but I think the UI is one area where they could have improved. Now coming to the point, this phone is useful for certain category of people. One would be the students who does their online studies, or college goers who does their online education to get materials or to attend online classes. I think this phone is perfectly fine. Also for students to scan documents and all, to take normal pictures and photographs, it does this job pretty much well. And also this phone is not suitable for gamers who are mostly into PUBG or COD, or any other high graphic games. This phone will not be able to handle it at all. So you guys can decide which category do you fall into, and what purpose does you need this phone for. So in that way you can purchase this phone. Otherwise, in this range there are 3-4 other brands which comes along. Like there are phones with Realme, Micromax, Lava, wherein you can find phones within this range of 6 to 8K. But at this price point, you are getting a branded phone like Samsung, and without a Chinese tag into it. So you can also consider that factor while purchasing a phone within this price range. So guys, I hope you have liked this video, and do let me know your thoughts in the comment box below, and I will come up with more such unboxing and review videos. Do let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Keep subscribing.